And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League on Twitter, on X, Frontline Prediction League with underscores between the words over on Instagram, and Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is actually Miley. Oh, she walked up. She just walked off. She was right there, I swear. But Miley was here. You'll hear her barking probably later on. But also is Bear Me. Bear Me, how you doing?
I'm doing, Scott. I'm
Yeah,
a
you're not.
little under the weather.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've been sick. You've been sick.
yeah. I've been under the weather for the past few days, but I'm here. And how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. We were talking. We were just talking, and Miley was literally here barking beforehand, and then I thought I'd record and she'd be there, but she's off. But no, I've had the week off, booked it off, and it's been an okay week. Not overly great, but it's been a vacation week that I needed, clearly because of that. I think personally, and I've not taken a vacation week before like July in years, so I made the right call. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Um, we have a couple things to talk about tonight. We've got Elimination Chamber, which was Saturday morning, which is a whole fun thing to start a weekend and a week off with a 5 a.m. pay-per-view. That was fun. But we got Revolution coming up this weekend on Sunday, which is going to go till like probably midnight for all we know. Who knows? They're not going to cut Sting off or anything, so we'll see how that goes. But let's dive in here, Jeremy, if you are ready with
Yeah,
our
I'm ready for
results for Elimination Chamber. We've got some new champions. Not the world title, but it was a no contest. James Blake defending against Halcyon. Halcyon going to a no contest with Blake. And now, let's be clear. This has a 4-match card with, I think, 16 bonuses, if I remember correctly. So it was a lot of bonuses for a lot of things. We'll talk about that as we go through. But James Blake and Halcyon did go to a no contest. That does keep Halcyon in line. Like, a win or two gets right back in there. You draw with the champion. That matters. That matters. Doesn't mean you get an immediate rematch, especially with Mania right now and things going the way they are. With I think one more main show this weekend, Revolution. So, but I could easily see come Backlash if Halcyon has wins through that. Not getting a shot at Backlash, I mean, but around that point, I could see that being someone discussed. Like it would be hard to say no when went nose to nose with the champion that close and then kept momentum afterwards. Whoever the champion may be, because again, Mania is coming up with McKennedy getting that shot. So, you thought Halcyon? You both thought Blake would win, I think, right? We were on the Blake train again this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll see how that goes. Very, very intriguing stuff there. We do have a new American champion, though. It is Cesar Bianco, which I saw some notes in there saying he might be one of the fastest debut to win situations because it's faster than Blake. Blake was Forbidden Door and he won Mania. So this, I think, was faster than that. He beat Red, my girl, no longer American champion, as well as Dion Blade, 3J Platinum, The Arbiter, and Chef Urban. And it was down to, like, I think a bonus here or there depending how it went. And it almost was a no contest, which would have meant Red retained specifically because there's no winner. But it's elimination, so Red would have been eliminated, so would the two have been the Thank God it didn't happen that way, because Elimination Chamber, right? They're eliminated, but then there's no winner, so what happens to the title? Does it stay on Red because neither of them won, because neither were eliminated because it was stopped? That was a discussion we were starting to have. Thankfully we didn't need it, but sadly Red didn't win. But I think Red was on a tear, and again, is kind of in that discussion of some big wins, gets right back to the championship picture. How do you feel about Bianco winning? No offense to Cesar Bianco, we didn't pick him at all going into this. But he got the win. He got the new championship belt with a cool promo as well. I'll give him full credit on that. It was an awesome promo with pictures of, I think it's Francisco Akira, at a New Japan press conference. It's awesome. So, what's your thoughts on Bianco as the new American champ?
I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's honestly one of the fastest guys to debut and get a belt.
Yep.
And it's going to be taken lightly. Put some respect on his name, and yeah. Congratulations to him.
It's going to be a busy time now because here comes Mania, so he's going to have a challenger pretty quick on that. Let's keep going through, though, because we also have new FPL Continental Tag Team Champions as Chilltown did defeat the must-see good guys 64-56. I think Jimmy G was saying somewhere that whenever you guys lost your titles, it was on a weird small card show, which is just how it can go sometimes. But I think it was an NXT like deadline when it was still a main show. So not many shows, and that's kind of what the chamber was for the flip side of things. But Rolantando, Canadian champion and tag champ now, and Hiroshi Moses with his first title in the FPL, took down the two-time champs GMSG and yourself, Beer Me. How do you feel about this one? That was number 10, but
yeah,
it was not meant to be.
I know it's been a year that we held the tag titles. But yeah, hats off to them. They scored incredibly well. They just knocked it out of the park.
Yep.
If Orton would have came out last in the chamber instead of Logan Paul, we would have won.
There you go.
It didn't happen. So, hey, I mean, and the running joke is if you beat one of FPU, you get match of the night. It happened again.
Yeah.
So, but hey, tremendous win. I'm glad they won. I mean, they were on a bit of a roll winning wise, so I got to give it up to them.
A couple wins.
Yeah.
I think it was 2. It really was the divisionally. That's all it took to have new contenders, and here they are. So,
happy for them.
We do have a chamber coming up to announce new contenders. We'll talk about that as we go. But the painful part now is that like you guys were on the run. You were going to go Mania to Mania because you won last year, right? Or right before?
Yeah, Mania. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's painful.
Yeah.
That's painful, but
it is. But like I told Jim Chias, like screw it. We can just do it. I mean, we'll be back. We ain't going nowhere. So.
If any team gets a rematch, it's you guys, right? But again, Mania
we'll
is in the way.
Yeah, we'll be back at some point.
Yeah.
So we can try it again next year or this year or whenever.
We'll see, yeah. First ever 3-time tag champions. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the FPL Canadian Championship did not change hands. It was off by a point, though. But Watson Rules saw Broken Nerd retain over the Gaffer. So, another victory for Nerd, retaining there. And I forget if Bastion won. We'll come down to him in a bit. But Nerd did retain. You still have gold in FBU. Gaffer, though, came close because when it's 4 matches, if they're all the same, which can happen when you're looking at a card like that, it comes down to bonuses, and it's that first bonus that matters. It didn't. It was 10-9, so that was clear based on picks, and there you go. But oof,
yeah,
that's
Nerd picked Becky and Gaffer picked Bianca. So
it was over right there. We knew it would be different right out of the gate. So there you go. Rate Wrestle did defeat Orstellis, or Rate Wrestle's tour of violence continues. Luke Gray beat JJ Rocky. Legends of New School, Ash and Detrick Cyrus beat the Strays, Marsh and Supreme Rock. The Goose beat me and Woe, which was a last-minute change. Woe, being from Perth, got added to the match as I faced a heel.
Sorry.
As Jeremy dies in the background.
No.
But the Goose now he's got me. I'm 0-2 against the Goose. So
You've been getting death packed, Scott.
I got death packed. You called it. But I didn't. Right. It was actually Woe took the fall in that. But the GMSG and the Goose, I've not beaten either. So we have a problem here. If your name is the something, so the Gaffer, I don't want to face you ever because I'll lose.
so is the Goose going to be your new rival?
Eventually, he's already 0-2.
Right.
I'm 0-2 against him. He's 2-0. So we'll see. And it's 2 main shows. But that's storytelling. That's fun stuff I can build with. So yeah. Non-title, Daisy Knoll beat Sheriff Dog, the European champion. So again, that's a main show, but Daisy's been winning on house shows also, so that's not a bad match for an eventual European contendership, right? So we'll see how that goes as well. The FPL American Championship, that's not accurate. That should be for Elimination Chamber. Oops, how have we not noticed that till this point? But James Costner and Josh Gionio, Team No Chance, and Shades and Smiles went to a no contest. So CJ Hawk and Lexi Briggs. Meaning both teams will challenge Chilltown at WrestleMania. So Chilltown versus TNC versus SNS.
It's a pretty good match right
Off the cuff, who do you like in that? The new champions, the new team, or the long-standing teams, including a set of former champions, a set of former world champions? What do you like in that? Out of the gate. We'll talk more Mania because that's a month away, but
it would be good for all 3 teams. I mean, if Shades and Smiles won, they would they would win the tag titles at Mania last year where they lost them.
Yep.
Chilltown just beat us. They would keep them.
Yep.
And Team No Chance is kind of like the team that everybody kind of just forgot about. So
they were on a
if they
slide, I'll
win,
say it.
you know,
And then with some
yeah,
wins, here they are
so
back and immediately back in contention. So, yeah.
yeah. So anything can happen. I'm gonna say Chilltown, but it could really go anywhere.
We'll see as we get there. We'll get there. Jonathan C.T. Martin sliding into victory. We joked about that during the thing about it. Better say he's sliding in success. So, yes, he is sliding successfully. Did defeat Jeffrey Warhol. Bastion beat Chappers. There's Bastion there. Pushino beat Mark Harper. Mr. Money in the Bank. Junction, Hunter Williams went to a no contest. Light of the Cult did defeat the Gleeful Killers. Camp Popplestone beat Papa Snooch. Jut beat Payne. Modstep beat Elcid. Jackson Myrtle beat Memories. Viper beat Nayara. Kyra beat Larry. Boonjaw beat Mac and Cheese and Amber Bloodshed, and I do believe that was Amber's debut. Yes, it was. Mac and Cheese and Orion had their 5th appearance. And there's like a dozen achievements here, so I'm not going to list them all, but there's ones for like being in a chamber, obviously a bunch of debuts for that. Make your 50th appearance, win your 5th match, win a triple threat, win your 25th, win a chamber, win a title, could have a bunch of those, so a lot of stuff in there. I have still not gotten my 50th win. I'm at 49. Goose, you've kept it from me, so thank you for that. So we'll see how that goes.
You know what?
What if I don't win until Mania and I get my 50th against GMSG? What if that's...
50th could be at Mania.
Yeah.
Well, there is Revolution.
It just means I lose at Revolution and Stand and Deliver. But at this rate, I might, because that's how it's been going. So yeah, we'll see. But the write-up is here. The full write-up is here from myself, CT, and Red. Please go read this stuff. This is a lot of Mania stuff coming in, and actually looking at the sidebar isn't actually there, but there's stuff with the contenders. There's stuff with a lot of the matches. Backstage at RGX, there's been some fun stuff happening there. The fun aspect of WoW coming out, getting a hero's welcome. A whole lot of fun stuff. Mark Harper announcing an open challenge as well. Rate Norstella with all the fallout from that. Canadian title and its aftermath. Tag titles and its aftermath, the Elimination Chamber for the American title, and then the World title, of course, as well. So please go check this out. Go see what's going on in there. It's a lot of fun. You can get it from our Discord down in the links below. It is a lot of fun stuff in there. But we're going to keep moving on because Revolution is this weekend. So Revolution coming up. Let me find my actual thing here. There it is. Revolution is ready. Oop, that graphic is not quite the right size. Let me see here. I need to stretch that a little bit. There we go. Okay. So Revolution, it is this weekend. It is, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern with a pre-show 1 hour thingy of 7 o'clock Eastern that might actually be 6 or 6:30, so who the hell knows? Meaning your deadline could be 6, could be 5, whatever. Do your picks after Rampage Friday night. The picks page is not out yet because we do have time between Rampage on Friday and on Sunday for Revolution. But keep that in mind. Get your picks in well before 4 Eastern, just to be safe, because those deadlines are wonky with AEW. We remember that from World's End and stuff, so it's a bit of a mess. Please keep that in mind. But we do have James Costner versus Jonathan C.T. Martin in the handshake match. Loser must shake the other's hand. Sign of respect. I had one GMSG. I lost. A lot of history there, and it's gone forward since, so we'll see what happens with those guys there. Non-title match, James Blake versus Dion Blade, so the world champ versus McKennedy's partner. And then a whole bunch of question marks. So bear me. This event is this weekend. Who's winning, Blake or Blade?
I'm going to go with Blake.
I think so too. No knock on Blade, but I think Blake has got that because Blake's got that momentum right now. But what do you think about Costner and CT?
I'm going to go with CT.
I think so too, but I kind of want Costner to win for that moment of CT shaking the hand because I've been there. I know the story potential. So no offense, CT, but the storyline would be great. But I think CT's got that because it works for Costner's storyline too. It works for both, honestly. So I'm on board with both, to be fair. And then we got matches to announce, so let's dive into that. Let's go over here and got that ready there. I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 matches to announce, including Broken Nerds match. It's non-title, by the way, but I've got matches. How many do you have?
I too have 4 matches.
Let's dive in. I got Modstep going 1-on-1 with 3J Platinum. I'm picking Modstep on that personally. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with that too.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
What have you got to announce? What do you got?
Well, I'm gonna go in the order it was given to me.
I'll go in
So,
reverse.
yeah, or reverse. Yeah, that's what I meant. But
The big match is last.
yeah,
Nerd's last. I'm
yeah,
saving that one. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so Scott, I have your match.
Oh, great.
Uh,
I already forgot
it's
what it was. We
match
did
of the
booking like
night.
last night. Who do I face?
It's match of the night. You and Red. We're
Oh
taking
yeah.
on. We're taking on Billy Grayson and Jeffrey Warhol.
Mm. So RGX threw his challenge out. He's wrestling again, even though I retired him.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrestling again, and he made a challenge for a team 5-on-5, and I'm busy at Mania, and he knows that.
Mm.
I mean, there's a little bit of character blend, but like he knows that. So this is me getting my hands on him a little early. His guys. So I'm picking us. It's AEW. We're usually pretty good at that as a team. We're pretty good with those. So I'm picking match of the night. Who you got?
I don't really know how much of. Oh, never mind, never mind. Ray Russell faced Orstello last show,
Yeah.
not Billy Grayson.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think you're going to get your 50th win in tag match.
Okay.
Let's go with it. Let's just go with it.
Ruin the story of GMSG? All right, yeah. That doesn't
Mhm.
ruin anything. That's just the fun thing. But yeah.
Right.
I got one-on-one. All mine are one-on-one matches. I got Payne versus Chef Urban.
Mm.
I'm picking Urban on that.
I'm going to go with Payne.
You think so?
Yeah.
Any reason?
Not really. Just a guess. Hunch.
I'm going with Urban on that. I think Urban he's gonna shut him down. What's your next one?
I got JJ Rocky taking on Daisy Noel.
Ooh, interesting. Because JJ faced Luke, and like I said, Daisy beat Scherf. So that's an interesting matchup. I'm going to lean toward JJ on that. There's some favoritism, but I would not be surprised if Daisy kept some momentum.
I want to pick JJ, but I'm going to pick
The
Daisy.
momentum, right? Yeah, that's
They're on
a fair
streak.
bet. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, here's one. I've got Josh Yonio going one-on-one with CJ Hawk. Big match. Former world champions. Big one.
This is a pretty good match.
I'm picking JD.
We'll go JD.
Yeah. I don't. Nothing personal, Hawk, but it's JD. He doesn't. I say he doesn't lose much, but he does. I just seem to block it out. That's just how I perceive it. Hawk. I mean, this is a toss-up. Let's be fair. This could go either way, but I'm picking JD on that one. So. What do you got?
All right. I got Chappers. We'll be taking on Jackson Myrtle.
I'm taking Chappers on that one.
I'm gonna pick Jackson Myrtle.
Jackson could be that dark horse to come out. I don't know, but I'm picking Chappers on that. Okay, how about this one then, Jeremy? Broken Nerd, our FPL Canadian champion, is going to face, in a non-title match, mind you, Luke Gray. Nerd and Luke. Luke has been trying for that title for a while. It's non-title, which
It's
makes me
regular-
think he's going to win it. But
It's regular rules.
regular rules, normal match. Makes me think Luke will probably
Oh.
win that because he normally does in that situation. But Nerd, I don't bet against Nerd much, so I'm still picking Nerd. But I can see Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nerd's just kind of on a roll right now.
And what's your
Yeah.
last one to announce?
I have Chilltown, the team of Ral Nintendo, Hiroshi Moses, Kai Her, Captain Krulix Blackwell, and Static. We'll be taking on BDE, Black Dragon Empire, Jason Blades, Atlas Kiyama, Caesar Bianco, Smooth Rock, and Orion. Chaos in the Coliseum hardcore match.
That's a big one. That's a big crazy one. Do you like the tag side or the BDE side? The tag champion side, I mean.
I'm gonna go with BDE.
Oh, yeah, I kind of want BDE to win that as the faction type thing, but I like the tag champs situation in that. They've been in a lot of wars. Real Nintendo's been in a lot of wars like that before, so I could see him
That is true.
leading things for that. But I'm picking BDE.
Okay.
I want that BDE. That is out of context forever now. I want that BDE win. So yeah, there you
go. Yeah.
We'll run dry on that. That's pretty much it. I got nothing else to announce, Jeremy. You got nothing else, I presume, at this point.
No?
Nothing else. Anything to say to everybody for the weekend? Because the Revolution is this weekend. There's no picks page yet. It will be there Friday night. Keep that in mind.
Just make sure you get your picks in, everybody, and good luck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. We got most of the card at least announced, so we know that going into it. We should have most of the participants for that All-Star Scramble at least. There might be an open match. I think we're gonna put it as like other, just so that way, who the heck knows, it gets added. You can still pick it, so the match does not get thrown. We try to avoid those when they make them like that, so we'll see. But we'll leave it at that. It is Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe. Frontline League over on Twitter, over on X. Frontline Prediction League on Instagram with underscores between the words. Please check out all the stuff there. Look at the picks page when it comes up through that Discord, our Discord. Look at the match bookings here. Look at the future ones as well, because Mania's in there and Rebellion's in there and other stuff after that could be in there. We've got stuff coming up ahead, ready to go. And, of course, the results for the Chamber are there. And everything we've done so far for this year, it's been a lot of fun. These cards have been wild, so check that stuff out. We are proud of it. And, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.